they're proud of me and I work hard, and I hope they they think that as well. So that was my inspiration, was the kids, and being able to kind of be a part of their lives. You know, growing up, my mum raised us 3 kids on her own. She was always working, so it was kind of like left to her own demise. So I want our kids to have the foundation of like a proper family. Just realised our lives were kind of stagnant. It was all about work. I couldn't do the school run. I barely got to see the kids. I was always home late. So we just said we need to do something that's on our terms. And yeah, I came up with some ideas and decided that we were going to start a business and using my skill set. But we finally got it to a place where I don't need to work as many hours, and life's a lot more flexible now. I get to do the school run. Be nice to each other, be positive. It's kind of my philosophy. That's how we raise our kids. We say, be nice to people, be positive, try your best at everything you do. Yeah, just stay positive.
Dean, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cool. This is just a little conversation between you and I. It's
Yeah.
a chance for me to get to know you a bit better, and obviously what you do in the business. So if you want to start off by introducing yourself and what the business does.
So my name's Dean. We're based in Plymouth in the southwest, and we own a company called Sprayvision, which is essentially a kitchen restoration business. So we go in, we strip kitchens, take them back to our workshop and respray them in the colour of the customer's choice.
Awesome.
And yeah.
How did you get into this business?
So my background is in the automotive industry. I used to spray cars, did an apprenticeship in that. Did that for about 12 years, and then moved over to luxury yachts, or spraying luxury yachts. Did that for about 5 years. And then we had kids and just realised our lives were kind of stagnant. It was all about work. I couldn't do the school run. I barely got to see the kids. I was always home late. Same with my wife. She was a teacher, so it was always, things were very busy. So we just said we need to do something that's on our terms. And yeah, I came up with some ideas and decided that we were going to start a business, and using my skill set to kind of do home renovations essentially, because we don't just do kitchens. We do like UPVC windows, garage doors, full masonry repaints, basically anything to do with a property we can transform. So.
And how long has the business been running?
So we've been going about 4 years, but 2 years full time basically. I did it alongside my other job for about 2 years just to get it off the ground.
Do you remember your first couple of clients?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they were troublesome. I mean, I was a bit inexperienced in that side of things, but through trial and error and a lot of hard work and determination, we've kind of got the business where we want it to be. We're producing brilliant work, 5-star reviews, great reputation in our city, and yeah, things are going really well. So,
what have you learnt about growing a business?
You got to put in the work. It's been a long, hard road, but we've been determined, and trial and error as well. You're never going to start a business and just say, "Oh, this is what I'm doing. I'm great at it." It's been a case of throw some ideas around, see what we can try, see how it turns out. If you fail, try something different. So yeah, trial and error.
I like that. It's not a polished like vision.
It's definitely not. No. As long as you've got the vision. I mean, we had the vision. We knew what we wanted to do, but it was getting us to that stage. So yeah, it's been a lot of trial and error, a lot of hard work, a lot of late hours, and working weekends, putting in the time and effort. But we finally got it to a place where I don't need to work as many hours, and life's a lot more flexible now. I get to do the school run and spend more time with the kids. If the kids have got a sports day, I can finish work, go watch them and cheer them on. Yeah. And yeah, so it's good.
I love that, because I always wanted to start a business. It wasn't about the money for me personally. It was always like, I think obviously money's great. We need money. You need money to live. But it was always about like, when I have a family in the future, I want to be able to take, like you said, do the school runs. I want to attend every event, and just be there for the family. And like now I feel like I'm personally in a place where I can do that.
Yeah.
I take my little girl to school apart from today.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to hear
that was my inspiration, was the kids, and being able to kind of be a part of their lives. Growing up, my mum raised us 3 kids on her own. She was always working, so it was kind of like left to our own demise. So I want our kids to have the foundation of like a proper family where we're around, we're there, we're supportive, and having our own business allows us to kind of do what we need to do to be able to be a part of their lives. And
do you think it's made you a better business owner, having that as your focus?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It gives me, like I said, determination to kind of work hard. I do it all for them. It's to give them a good life, the life that I kind of never had growing up. Yeah. We're not flashy people. We just kind of, everything we're doing with the business is to have a good family life. Make sure they get the opportunities that they deserve, and we can give it to them.
I love that.
Yeah.
What do you want your kids to say about you in the future?
They're proud of me, and I work hard, and I hope they they think that as well. So
I love that.
Yeah.
No, I love that. Okay, so we're 4 years now in the business, you said.
Yeah.
Where is the business at today?
So we're in a really good place. We haven't actually employed people full time. We've got guys that we use, trusted guys on they're all self-employed. So we use guys if and when we need them. We're kind of at a crossroads now where we need to expand the business. We need to get a bigger premises, potentially another van, and take someone on, maybe get an apprentice. So it's just, it's the crossroads of, do we invest more money into doing that, or do we just kind of carry on as we are? We sort of plateaued in terms of what we can do with just me and guys that I bring in. So the business is growing and the reputation's there. So we just need to kind of go for it and take another risk and invest back into it. And
okay, so kind of two questions here then. So where is it that you want to be in the next 5 years, and what do you think you need to do today to be able to get there?
Good question. So I think in 5 years' time, I'd love to have a couple of other vans, employees. I'm not working as much. It'd be nice to be able to just delegate and organise and have the people that we've trained up kind of doing the work for me. And I think to get there, we need to kind of take someone on full time, give them the training they need, invest in another van, and just keep doing what we're doing on a higher sort of level, I guess.
And what problem is your business solving?
So, the average price in the UK of a kitchen refit is around like 35 to 40k on the higher end kitchens. So we're coming in and we can give people a new look kitchen for a fraction of the price of replacing. So we'll go in. My wife does all the home visits, Sarah. She's brilliant. She'll go in, she'll do all the home visits, talk with the customer about colours, their idea, bring their vision to life. And then we'll go back and we use like AI, so we can do like mock images of their kitchen in the colour. If they want to change the tiles, we've got a worktop guy now, so we can change worktops. But all of it's a lot cheaper than going to a kitchen refit company and saying, right, we want a new kitchen. We've had some customers where they've said they can't actually change the layout, but they've been quoted for just new units, new appliances and stuff, and it's just astronomical prices. So we are solving the problem of not being able to afford a new kitchen, but we can give you a new look kitchen by repainting it essentially. So
what does your typical client look like?
I'd say our demographic is kind of like mostly women, I'd say, that kind of have the idea that they want to make a change. And I'd say probably females, just looking to change.
Where were you when we had our kitchens done, man? We've both just gone through like a kitchen refurb. It was expensive. So.
It is, and there's a lot of disruption, weeks on end of not having a kitchen, you've got to put all your stuff in. I mean, for us, we prioritise in being as non-disruptive as possible and convenient for the customer. So we're only in-house for 1 day, and we spend half a day stripping everything out, take it back to our workshop. Everything gets professionally cleaned, sanded, resprayed. And then we do 1 day on site where we just do all the trims, side panels and stuff like that. And we're out of the house by 5 o'clock. And then we refit everything on the Friday. So it's a week process, but we're only actually in the house for 1 full day and then a couple of hours up 2 other days. So try to make it as convenient as possible, and it really does transform. You know, the satisfaction we get is, you know, the looks on the customers' faces when they walk back in on the last day, when everything's fitted back up. They're like, "Oh my god, you know, it looks like a new kitchen." And you know, for us, it gives us a bit of like self pride in what we're doing, and to see the final result and the reaction we get. So
amazing. So you said you were growing the business when you started the business after you had kids.
Yeah.
How have you found balancing your personal life and business life? Is there such a thing as balance?
Hard. It is hard. You know, my daughter is very much into dance, and that takes a lot of our time. Well, mostly my wife's time. My son does football, so he plays football a few times a week. So we juggle the school runs and doing the clubs each evening, but it does give us the flexibility to be able to do that. I mean, I used to work 7 till 5 every day, so finishing at 5 every day. By the time I get home, it's like 5:30, 5:45. Whereas now I can finish at 3:30, get the kids, take them to the club, and then my wife will come home, take my daughter to dancing. So it's all about balance. I'm quite lucky. Sarah is the organizer of everything, so I just turn up and go where I'm told, do this, do that. Yep. So that suits me pretty good.
No, awesome. Okay. And what are some of the mistakes that you've made in business, or is there like a time that you wish you could go back to and do things differently?
I think initially I was quite naive to the level of what I could do on my own and with the tools and equipment that I had. I thought because I was a sprayer by trade, I could just use the same equipment I was using before to do the same job. Whereas I've realized now, you know, over time we've invested a lot of money back into the business on newer equipment, different types of spraying equipment, different paints, products. I kind of wish we had done a bit more research into what to use and how much things are going to cost before we actually started it. Whereas we've learned as we've gone along. But again, like I said, it's all trial and error. So I think I would have maybe just spent a bit more time testing and asking people for advice as well. I was quite reluctant to ask people for advice. I didn't want people to know that I needed help, if that makes sense. Whereas now, I'm like a sponge. I just want to absorb any information I can. I'm always willing to learn new things. And I think with a business, you've got to be like that. You can't just go in thinking you know what you're doing all the time. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's nice to hear founders are open and honest about this.
Yeah, 100%. Every day's a school day for me. Yeah. Because some of the stuff we're doing is fairly new. Like I said, I used to spray cars, used to spray luxury yachts. So now I'm spraying like UPVC windows, garages, composite doors, kitchens, even masonry repaints, cladding on industrial units, stuff like that. So it's all learning, what paints, what products, every single paint and substrate has to have like a technical data sheet you have to follow exactly. So every day is a new day for learning, and yeah, I enjoy it.
There might be some founders watching this interview. Is there any advice that you could give them about the growing pains of growing a business?
From my own experience, just work hard, be determined, and you're going to have bad days. You just got to fight through it and wake up positive the next day and try and do better each day. That's the only advice I can give, really. It's how we've kind of built our business. We failed on a few occasions and we've been down about it, but I'm quite lucky. I've got Sarah, my wife, we've done it together and we always pick each other up. When I'm having a bad day, she'll always know and she'll be like, right, you'll be fine, it'll get sorted. And it really does help. Otherwise, you kind of get stuck in your own head sometimes. So I think you've just got to be open to ask for help when you need it, and just work hard, be determined, and be positive. I think that's a big thing that I've always kind of tried to believe is you create your own positive reality. So I always try to be positive. When things are going wrong, it's a case of things are going to work out, we'll do all right, and so. No,
I love that. And what's the kind of impact that you want to have on the world? Be that through the business or you personally?
In terms of the business, just produce great work that I'm proud of and making our clients happy and getting the reactions that we're getting now and saving people money as well. We know ourselves, we've recently done our kitchen and we We didn't get a new one. We didn't rip it out. We completely renovated. So we sprayed all the sprayed all the tiles, got new worktops put in, but I resprayed everything and painted all the walls, and it looks like a brand new kitchen. But you know, we sort of priced it up, and it would have been around 26 grand, I think we worked out, without the fitting costs to get everything ripped out and replaced, and we did it on a fraction of that price.
That's incredible.
So yeah, it's having the satisfaction of knowing we saved someone money, giving them the kitchen that they want, and for a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
So
it actually is a bit life-changing, because I remember when we had our place renovated, like it is very expensive, and so we had to get it done. It wasn't like a want; it was a need. We needed to get it done, but it's like it was just very expensive. And I know where I would have used that money elsewhere. So I think it's really cool what you did.
Yeah, the concept's really good, and like I say, it's the satisfaction of giving people what they want. You know, the kitchen is the heart of the home.
Of course.
We always say that, and you know, people, when you're in there cooking or you're just hanging out with the family, you want it to be like a safe, warm place where it's how you want it to look. I mean, not like some of the kitchens we do, they look so old and decrepit, and you know, we'll go in. Sarah will always do a check when she gets in and say, to be honest, the doors need replacing, or your kitchen carcass isn't in good enough condition. And we're honest, we'll never rip anybody off. We always say it's not worth doing, get a new kitchen. Or other times it's just like certain units that need sorting. So we've got handymen that we use that come in, they'll replace certain units bespokely, and then we can go in and spray everything. And or if it is in good enough condition to sort out, we can really change people's kitchens. And
that's incredible.
Yeah,
amazing.
And the good thing is it's the color range we can do. We can basically match any main paint manufacturer's color. So, you know, we've done pink kitchens, blues, greens, blacks. You know, any color you can think of, we've done now.
Any color, yeah.
So it's cool.
Amazing. And just in the interest of time, I've got a magic mic, and if I give you this magic mic, whatever you speak into it, the whole of society is able to hear. What is your message to the world?
Be nice to each other, be positive, and yeah, just help everybody out. And I don't really know what to say. Yeah,
that's nice. That's nice.
It's kind of my philosophy. That's how we raise our kids. We say, be nice to people, be positive, try your best at everything you do, and just stay positive. That's the advice I give my kids. So
amazing. Dean, it's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.